Okay, so all right, Rachel and Tina. In IELTS, in IELTS writing, there's two type of writing. Okay, please write it down. There are two types of writing in IELTS section. Two types of that are called writing. Writing tax one, and the other one is writing tax tax 2. Okay, that I got tax 1 and tax 2. So, and the IELTS writing section is, this is the test that is, consists of 1 hour. That's a 60 minutes test. So in an official exam, so they're going to give you two types of questions every time. It's not, do not expect like that you only get tax 2 sometimes or tax once. No, always in examinations you get or two questions, tax 1 and tax 2, and all together you got to complete that in 60 minutes. Okay, so and there's no extra minutes, 10-minute additional, just like on your listening IELTS. It's just 1 hour. That's it. That's your 60 minutes. Okay, so on tax 1 it's a very different part. And the overall band score, you know what is the overall band score for IELTS writing tax, Rachel? It's 9 band score. Okay, 9 again. Okay, 9 for listening, 9 for reading, 9 for speaking, and 9 for writing. 9 how much? 36. 36 divided by 4 again is 9. It's overall 9. It's band 9. Okay, so and most people, they need like the average band score in the world, that people in the world that score on writing is 5.5. But most people, they really don't, that's a very low band score. They want to have at least like a 6 band score on writing tax to get the admission at the very good universities in Australia, Canada, USA, and other countries like UK. So we'll try to really get good one. Okay, so let's go with the tax one. I want to write a note before I start this. So we're gonna spend a week for this writing tax of IELTS. Okay, so first of all, I want you to write writing tax 1 and underline this on your note, please. Right, you don't just write that on your note copy. Okay, writing tax 1 right here. Writing tax 1 right again here. Right, writing tax 1. Writing tax 1. Okay, writing tax 1. Tax 1. Okay, now just rewrite what I say. Okay, you should spend about, under this, you should, no, right here, underline this. Okay, now you start writing from here. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. Write it down. Write whatever I say. You should spend, it's not just also writing, but you're doing listening to it. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. And the IELTS writing of this section, the IELTS writing on this section, is to check your ability. It's to check your ability. Is to check your ability about writing a report. Okay, what is it? Writing a report. All right, writing a report. Okay, so question types are vary. Please write it down. Right, the sentence. Question types are vary. Question types are vary. Okay, question types are vary. It's VARY, vary. Please remember, VARY, vary. It means different. Question types are very good. Full stop. Such as, such as, write it down. Such as pie chart, comma, pie chart. Yes, pie chart. Chart, yes. Let me show you what is pie chart, okay? Pie chart, right. This is pie chart. Okay. This is, okay. This is pie chart. Okay? You got it? Yeah, pie chart, comma, 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 comma. This is comma. Okay, pie chart, bar graph, BAR, bar, GRAPS, graph. Bar graph, GRAPS, graph. Bar graph, it's two word, okay? Bar graph. BAR, bar, GRA, bar graph. Here, go with this. Bar graph, BARGRAPS, bar graph. Comma, bar graph, line graph. Write down bar graph, line graph. It's line graph again. Line graph, line graph, line G. All right, line graph, map. Write down map. Okay, map, GRAPS. Why are you writing G? Okay, bar graph, line graph, map, and processing, and processing, and processing, processing. Yeah, SING, sing. Or about something, or about something, how it works. Okay, or about something, how it works. That's what you're going to be writing. Okay, what is it again? About something, how it works. Okay, great. So I'm now going to just show you exactly what those pictures are like. All right, so this is for task 1. Okay, so let's go to task 2 down. Write down, no, you don't need to go to task, just write task 2 here and underline it, write something about it. Task 2, underline it, write something about it. Task 2, all right. You should write it. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Please write down. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. There a full stop. Full stop. Yeah, full stop. Full stop is dash. Good. You should spend about, all right, no, here. Okay, very good. So you should, all right. There are largely, right? There are largely, right? There are largely, there are largely, you can say largely 5 types of questions. Types of questions. All right. There are largely 5 types of questions, and they are they are agree, disagree, disagree, okay, disagree, problem solutions, solution, problem solution. You have got negative, positive. What is the spelling for negative, Rachel? Yeah, yeah. Negative, positive. Okay. You have got advantage, advantage slash disadvantage. Please write this disadvantage. And personal opinion. No, no, no. It's not just and opinion. Okay. This is it. If you don't understand any word, please ask me, okay? I'll help you with that. You can always ask me. Tina. Yes, Tina. Disadvantage is an opinion type. So I'll explain you what that is, okay? I'll explain you what that is. So, and also last sentence, please write down. You have to at least write 250 words. You have to at least write 250 words. What is it again? You have to write at least 250 words. Did you write it, Rachel? Okay, Rachel. Please go up there, Rachel, up there on the task one. I missed one sentence there. That is, you have to write at least 150 words. You have to write at least 150 words. Okay? That is what? That is your IELTS writing task one. Okay, so now we don't want to go to task one now. We'll go to task one after task two is over, because we have to spend at least few days for task one, task two. And listen, task two again. Task two means it's about writing the essay. It's not going to be easy like an essay that we write in our school. Write something about China. Write something about Mount Everest. Write something about Nepal. Okay, it's not going to be easy like that. So, but this time it's actually complex. It's actually longer. We want to do it now. So, for example, you go to IELTS for test one. In test one, Rachel and Tina, there are task one writing and task two writing. Did you see that, Rachel? Now we are skipping task one. We're gonna go to only task two, Rachel. Yes, did you see task two, Miss Tina? Yes. Great. Now Rachel is going to read that for us. What is the question for task two? Yes. Yes, Rachel.
Some people think that.
Little bit loud, Rachel.
Some people think that competition at work, at school, and in daily life is a good thing. Others believe that we should try to cooperate more, rather than competing against each other. Discuss both these views and give your own option.
Very good, very good, very good. So, do you understand the question, Rachel?
Yes.
Tina, do you understand the question?
Yes.
Okay, now Tina is going to explain me what she understands from this question. Can Tina explain that for me? Yes, Tina.
Yes.
Go on and explain this.
Question is about to ask our opinion about doing work,
Okay.
school, or daily life.
All right.
The competition is a good thing or
Okay.
bad
Good. So let me read that for myself, okay? So, all right, the question is, some people think that competition at work, at school, and in daily life is a good thing. Others believe that we should try to cooperate more rather than competing against each other. Discuss both these views and give your opinion, all right? So, this question falls into opinion type. Do you agree that now? So now let's go on, just see the task 2 question in another test now. Let's go to, let's go to test 2. Test 2. All right, did you get it? There's a writing task 2 now. Tina is going to read that for us.
The, the working week should be shorter and workers should have a longer weekend. Do you agree or disagree?
Wow, do you understand that, Rachel? Now the question falls into which section? Agree and disagree. Okay, wow. Now let's change the chapter. Let's go to chapter, test 3 of IELTS book 19. Read that test 2 questions. Yes, Rachel. Yes. Yes, please.
It is important for everyone, including young people, to save money for their future. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this?
And this again falls into what? Agree or disagree. And again, we don't have to go more now. So there will be question like, okay, so there's lot of people trying to go to Mount Everest. What are the advantages and disadvantages for Chinese government and Nepal government? So there can be questions, or something like, let's say, what are the problem and solution? Nowadays the online education is increasingly growing, and traditional schools are losing their students. What are the advantages of internet, and what are the disadvantages of this internet and online classes? Wow. And your job is to write 250 word essays at least in it, okay? So and those come positive and negative. Is it a negative development or a positive development? So there will be questions. We'll go with that. But today, I want to start with the agree and disagree question first. And I want to give my own question for you, okay? Let's write the question. Question number 1. All right, so I want to ask you if it's really familiar in China, because it's really familiar in Nepal actually. There's this question that is, because in China there's a lot of EV, electronic vehicle, not the petrol, right? Electronic car. Okay. I don't want to go with that. I had a very good question that I'll not do that. I had these questions about increasing the price of petrol is the good way to solve the traffic and pollution problems. But in China, they use more EV, electronic, not the petrol, right? So I think it's not suitable question for China. So, but this is part of the IELTS question too, okay? So it's in the IELTS book 7. So let's not use it. So I'll use the different one. Okay, so let me okay. The government should invest, please write down. The government should invest, the government should invest, the government should invest in railways than the roadways. Railways than the roadways. Okay. The government should invest in railways than roadways. Okay. Roadways. Do you agree? Okay. Do you agree or disagree with this statement. All right. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? That's the question. It's T as A N. Okay. So let me just make it clear. T as N. T as A and then. So do you agree or disagree? Do you agree on that? You agree on that? Then you have to say, I agree with that statement because you, and you have to write 250 words. Can you write this?
Now,
Yes. Let's try this, okay? And I'm also going to write my own answer and we will compare. Let me bring I'll just turn the camera off now and I will write on the paper too and we'll compare that, okay? Great.